In this video, I will show you 5 ways not to make money online to show you which common mistakes you need to avoid to succeed online. My name is Michael and I have made money online for several years, and I keep getting a lot of questions about how to make money online. And I have a lot of videos about that, but I decided to record this video because I see people falling into the same traps over and over again when they try to actually make a living online. And that is why I decided to record this video to show you what expectations you should do with this and what things to definitely avoid so you don't end up getting scammed or end up just wasting your time. So before we start going over the 5 things you need to avoid if you want to make money online, I just want to make it clear what I'm talking about here is not to make a bit of extra money on the side and things like that. I have plenty of videos about that. What I'm talking about here is if you're interested in making a living online, making potentially a full-time income or many full-time incomes online, because that definitely is possible. And I get a lot of questions about that. But I also just see people doing some really silly things if they actually want to succeed. And it's very normal for beginners. I made a lot of mistakes myself. I wasted a lot of time, a lot of money. And that is why I now in this video want to show you some really important common mistakes you definitely need to avoid if you are looking for ways to make potentially a full-time income online. So let's go over these 5 different things you should not do if you want to make money online. So the first thing I want to talk about is to think you can earn a full-time income easily by clicking few buttons. For example, there are many sites that claim you can, for example, just watch a few ads or click a few buttons and then you will earn hundreds of dollars per day. Right now, I'm just on one of the many websites. I've tested hundreds of sites like this, and you can see here they claim you can just watch ads. It takes like a few seconds to earn 20 cents, and these are the supposed earning claims. Let me just make it clear, if you are looking for a way to become rich online or make a full-time income online, you should not watch ads. Yes, you can earn by watching ads if you use the legit sites, and I also have a video about that. I'll leave a link in the top corner if that's what you're going for, but it will never make you hundreds of dollars per day. Any YouTuber, any article, any website you see that claims that, they are lying to you. Stay away from it. It will just waste your time, and I see a lot of people wasting months and months thinking that they can earn this much. And if you had spent that time building something that is actually truly has potential to bring a real income, then you'd start seeing results. But instead, so many people waste time on platforms that claims you can earn hundreds of dollars per day for basically no effort. So that's the first thing. Stay away from these exaggerated claims for small tasks like this, like clicking ads. It's not realistic that you can ever make a living like that. You need to be aware of that. So the next is to use certain crypto mining platforms. Crypto itself has huge earning potential. Many people have become rich from that. So I'm not saying that is not possible. What I'm saying is that if you go to, for example, CoinMarketCap, a really good website for information about crypto, then you can see all the different cryptocurrencies, and then you search online, because some people think that if they, for example, want to earn Bitcoin, or it can be Dogecoin, it can be whatever, and then there's a lot of platforms that claim that they have these miners where you can earn 3% daily. Some even claim like 7% daily. And the thing is, that is just not realistic. And the thing, then sometimes you just need to invest, and then you just click a button once per day, and then you earn 3% over and over, and that can really escalate. Could you imagine if that was actually possible? If you could get a 3% return every day, you would be a millionaire within a few months, even if you started with a very, very low amount. And that's why people get so attracted to those. And I also have some videos about options like that I have reviewed and warned against in the past. And the thing is that you can earn interest on crypto. You can earn by trading crypto, but it is something you need to spend time actually looking into. Do not believe any of these platforms that claims these exaggerated daily earnings, because you might actually earn for a month or two, but the reality is also that the majority of them suddenly disappear and people end up losing a lot of money. So again, this is unrealistic claims that can get you into trouble if you believe in that. So be careful of these exaggerated daily return claims for certain crypto mining websites. So next, let's talk about sharing affiliate links or referral links. For example, in Facebook groups, it can also be in comments on websites or in comments on YouTube channels, because I see many people thinking that that is a way to make money, because if you are sharing, for example, affiliate links or referral links, you can earn really good money. It is a real way to make money, but not by sharing it in Facebook groups. And I see it again and again. And on my YouTube channel here, I get comments every single day, people trying to share their referral link for some kind of like products they don't even know, or sometimes, yes, it's a legit product. Sometimes it's just like things they have no idea what they're recommending. They just think they can do it to get paid. That is not a sustainable way to make money, because no creator that has valuable content will allow you to spam links like that. And even if you sometimes are allowed to spam links in YouTube comments, for example, nobody will trust you. You will earn very little. And in Facebook groups, the Facebook groups that are actually valuable, where they have real members that are engaged, they will never allow you to just come there and spam links. You will get banned right away. And the ones that allow that, the only things that are in there are spammers, so you won't get any clicks anyways. And I just see that so often, people coming and asking me, how do I get clicks on my affiliate links for free in these different groups? I've tried now for like 3 months putting my link in all these groups, all that, but that's because you're doing it with the wrong approach. This will just never get you anywhere to try to spam. That is not a sustainable way. You need to create value, and then you can earn really good money with affiliate marketing, for example, or referral marketing. And I'll talk a little bit later about my recommended way to potentially do this. Let's continue with a couple of more methods you need to avoid if you want to make money online. But before going over that, it would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video, because it can help it to be seen by more people, and I would definitely appreciate that support. So the next guarantee way not to make money online is to give yourself a very tight deadline. I have worked with hundreds of people that want to either just make a little bit of side cash online or make potentially a full-time income online, and both is possible. It's all about choosing the right method for you. But what I see is that when we're talking about full-time income, which we are in this particular video, then I see often people coming and saying like, okay, how do I get started? I say, okay, this is what I have done, this is what I suggest, and then they say, okay, I will give it a month, and then I will continue if I see results and if I have started earning hundreds of dollars per day. That's just not realistic. Like, have you seen anyone starting an offline business, for example, like a shop or something like that? They come and say like, I opened this business here, and now if I haven't made hundreds of dollars per day within a month, I will give up. It's just not realistic. No one will create a business. Well, I can't say no one. Of course, there are. Sometimes, people are lucky or they have some kind of really unique way to promote. But if you're starting from scratch, it's not realistic that you will make a full-time income within a month or so. And giving yourself that deadline will mean that you're not actually putting real effort in. What you need to do is to have the mindset saying like, if I want to do this, find a method that's right for you. I will again talk about what I recommend, but it can be any method, and this goes for any method you want to use if we're talking about making a full-time income. Don't give yourself a deadline of a month or 2 months for that matter. If you want to create a full-time income online, be willing to put in 6 to 12 months to see real results. That is how it works to build a real business. The earning potential is then also huge if you use the right methods, but it will of course not happen in just a month or so. And I see often people giving up after 1, 2, 3 months, and they say like, oh, I don't really earn yet. And in reality, they maybe put in 2 hours per week for 2 months, and then they think, oh, this doesn't work. No, of course it doesn't. You put in a total of like 30 hours over 2 months, and you think that it doesn't work because you're not a millionaire yet. That is a thing you need to stop thinking about. Don't put tight limits on yourself. Of course, if you find something that really doesn't work, to do research, find everything. There are many things, like for example, I talked about the methods I talked about before here. Yes, you can spend months on those, you will still not earn. So it's about finding something that really works, find someone you trust, learn from them, and then you need to be willing to put in real time. Don't put these limited times on yourself, because then you will not succeed. So the last thing not to do if you want to make money online is to buy the wrong courses. Don't get me wrong. There are some amazing courses that will teach you how to make money online. That can be, whether it is as a blogger, transcriber, YouTuber. There are many amazing courses that will show you all kind of methods. But I have tested a lot of different ways to make money online, and I think that probably 90% of the different courses that I have come across are just worthless. They are just people trying to make money selling you a course, but they will never show you anything that really works. And a clear way to spot it is if they have exaggerated earning claims. If it's a method that really works, you will be able to read real reviews about it. You will be able to see real results. You will be able to start looking what methods they are using. Does it look like you're actually learning real skills? Is it a realistic earning method? And stay away from these sales pages. I've seen both a lot of YouTubers actually and also a lot of bloggers publishing these different courses where they are claiming, like earn $300 in one day, no effort, things like that. Any course that claims these exaggerated earnings, just stay away from it. Do research, find something that doesn't have exaggerated earning claims. Find the courses that tell you this can make you money, this is how it works, but you need to put in effort for several months before you see results. If you find someone that claims that, that's the first good step. The ones that claims don't have to do anything, you will earn hundreds of dollars within a day or two. Stay away from them. I've seen people wasting hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars investing in these courses and never getting anything out of it because they're again chasing shiny objects and keep buying new things, new courses that promise them to get rich fast. And if they spend that money, that time into building a real online business, then they would have seen real results. Which takes me to what do I then recommend if you want to start building an online business. So let's talk about that next. So when it comes to building an online business or full-time income or more online, there are many different options. And which option is best for you? Well, that depends a lot on your personal preferences. So I'm not saying what I have done is the only way, because I know a lot of people that are making a lot of money in other ways than what I'm making money online. But if you're a complete beginner, I can tell you what I did when I first started to build, for example, a website, learning to create real content, learning to rank, all these things there, and also including YouTube. As you can see here, you're on my channel now. That is the method that I recommend if you're starting from scratch, because if you get the right training, that is something anyone can do. I have some more information about the exact steps that I have done to do that. You can find that through a link below this video here, but as mentioned, this is not for you if you think you can start earning big money in a month without any effort, without any investment, without anything. This is if you're serious about wanting to build a business. And remember that whether you use the method that I have used or if you find other methods that you prefer instead, then remember, don't do it if you're not willing to put in time, effort, and at least a little bit of investment, because any real business will, of course, take a little bit of investment, but online it can just be super cheap compared to how you used to have to invest to start an offline business, for example. So if you're interested in learning more about the steps that I've taken, you can check out below. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you and gave you a good idea about what not to do if you want to make money online. And if the video did help you, make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.